Shocking truth about the high life. We live in a world obsessed with the idea of the high life everywhere you look. On billboards, TV screens, social media feeds, luxury is worshipped. The endless stream of expensive cars, sprawling mansions, designer clothes, and exotic vacations is marketed as the ultimate measure of success and happiness. But here's the uncomfortable truth. This so-called high life is largely a mirage. It's a grand illusion, crafted carefully by marketing teams, social media influencers, and society's insatiable appetite for validation. The shiny surface we see is often just a mask hiding an exhausting performance. The real high life isn't about what you show the world. It's about what you actually control. And most people chasing that glamorous image don't realize they're trapped in a cycle that steals their true freedom. The illusion of luxury as performance. Luxury today has become less about enjoying what you have and more about constantly performing for an audience. Think about it. When you scroll through Instagram or watch commercials, you rarely see someone simply living quietly in comfort. Instead, you see moments staged to impress, to garner likes and followers. This modern luxury is a curated act where possessions are props and people become performers in a never-ending show. The danger here is that this performance demands continuous escalation. Once you own a luxury car, suddenly you need the next model, the bigger house, the flashier watch to maintain your status. But this constant upgrading doesn't build freedom. It builds pressure, anxiety, and often crippling debt. Many caught in this cycle wake up feeling like actors forced to wear a mask all day, afraid to show the real messy parts of life. The harsh reality? The brightest facades often mask the deepest struggles. The hidden cost of chasing status. When we chase status symbols, it's easy to forget there is a hidden cost far beyond the price tag. Time spent working longer hours to afford luxury isn't just lost hours. It's lost moments with family, lost opportunities for growth, and lost mental and emotional energy. The high life that looks effortless on the surface is often maintained through sacrifice and stress. Relationships can suffer as priorities shift toward material success, and mental health can deteriorate under the constant weight of comparison and expectation. People forget that true happiness doesn't come from possessions, but from connection and contentment. But here's the hopeful part. Once you recognize these costs, you gain the power to redefine success on your own terms. Awareness is a powerful tool to break free from society's narrow definitions and build a life that honors what truly matters to you. Freedom is the ultimate luxury. At its core, real wealth is about freedom, the freedom to design your life according to your values, desires, and needs. Unlike material wealth, which can be fleeting or out of reach, freedom is an internal state that comes from owning your time and decisions. Imagine waking up every day with the ability to choose how you spend your hours, whether that's pursuing a passion project, resting, or spending time with loved ones. This freedom means no longer being beholden to the pressures of the performance culture, where every moment must be curated or monetized. Instead, you live for yourself, embracing imperfections and valuing presence over presentation. This kind of freedom can't be bought. It must be cultivated. And when you have it, you realize it is the truest form of luxury, far beyond what any material possession can offer. The power of internal validation. Much of the high life illusion is built on external validation, the need for others' approval, likes, or admiration. But the problem is that external validation is fleeting and fragile. It depends on unpredictable factors outside your control, leaving you vulnerable to constant doubt and insecurity. When your self-worth hinges on others' opinions, you hand over the keys to your happiness. True fulfillment, however, is rooted in internal validation. This means cultivating self-acceptance and confidence that doesn't fluctuate based on how many followers you have or how expensive your watch is. Internal validation requires deep work, understanding your values, forgiving your flaws, and embracing your unique path. When you build this foundation, you break free from the exhausting cycle of performance and comparison. You become anchored in a peace that no external accolade can shake. Material wealth versus richness of life. It's crucial to differentiate between being wealthy and being rich. Wealth is often measured in numbers, bank accounts, properties, possessions. But richness of life is intangible. It is the joy of meaningful experiences, the depth of relationships, the beauty of moments that can't be captured in a photo or quantified. Richness is waking up with purpose, feeling connected to something bigger than yourself, and savoring simple pleasures that bring joy and peace. The richest people are not always those with the most assets, but those who live intentionally, prioritizing well-being, love, and growth over accumulation. Richness is about quality, not quantity. It is a daily practice of gratitude and presence that transforms ordinary life into something extraordinary. The cost of social media's spotlight. Social media has amplified the illusion of the high life to a global scale. Everyone has access to the spotlight, but the spotlight distorts reality. Highlight reels, edited to perfection, create unrealistic expectations and fuel comparison traps that leave millions feeling inadequate. The pressure to present a flawless life drives people to curate images of success, even when behind the scenes, struggles and doubts abound. This constant need to perform for an invisible audience drains mental health, cultivates loneliness, and distracts from authentic living. It's a digital mirage that can trap even the most grounded individuals. The antidote is mindfulness, using social media as a tool rather than a measure, remembering that behind every picture is a complex human story that the camera never fully captures. The strength in saying no. One of the greatest acts of self-respect and freedom is the ability to say no. Saying no to societal expectations, toxic relationships, overwhelming commitments, and the relentless chase for approval frees up space in your life for what truly matters. This might sound simple, but it requires immense courage and clarity. Saying no means setting boundaries and protecting your time, energy, and mental space from being drained by things that don't serve you. It's an act of rebellion against a culture that prizes busy as a status symbol. When you learn to say no, you gain control over your life story. The quiet wealth of time and peace. Ultimately, the most profound form of wealth isn't measured in dollars or possessions. It's measured in time and peace of mind. Time is the one resource we can never replenish. Peace is the one luxury that money can't buy. The real high life is the ability to spend your days fully, deeply engaged in things that matter, surrounded by people who enrich your soul, and free from the noise of comparison and distraction. This quiet wealth is often invisible to outsiders, but it's the foundation of lasting happiness. It's waking up without an alarm, feeling rested, with the space to savor life's simple joys. When you peel back the layers, the most shocking truth about the high life is that it is not about having more. It is about needing less. It is not about what you flaunt, but about what you hold sacred. True luxury is owning your time, your choices, and your peace. It's the courage to be authentic in a world that rewards performance. And it is the quiet, powerful freedom to live a life that is truly yours. This is the real high life, the one worth chasing, the one worth